try symphonic Gershwin?
Yeah.
Are you up for it? You give it a go? Good luck. I need good luck.
Even succeed at symphonic version.
All right. Starts in two. Starts in two. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-dee-da-da-da-da-da. Here we go. Good job, everybody.
Do that again now.
Yeah. It would always go better the second time. Three airs. We've got a couple of minutes, so let's see if we can get through the three airs from Gloucester this time. Three airs. In two. Alberta, fanfare and processional, O Canada. Alberta. Oops. Did Alberta first. Into.
l'histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
In the right place. It is my pleasure to introduce a special and important addition to Convocation ceremonies that reminds us all of the ancestral lands of the First Peoples of Canada. This song is called a victory song that will start us off in a good way at every one of our Convocation ceremonies. Over the past hundreds of years, there have been many victory songs that have been passed down through generations. These songs have a special power to them and therefore carry such great meaning, as this song correlates with the treaties signed with the Crown and the First Peoples of Canada. The treaties were arrangements signed as a foundation for ongoing relationships in understanding one another so that we live together in a respectful relationship as we move forward together to advance reconciliation. We present this song to uplift the spirit and to encourage all of us to come together to sing and dance in victory for the graduates' accomplishments. It is my pleasure today to introduce the victory song, and I extend gratitude to our traditional singers and cultural ambassadors, Lyle Tutusis, Monty Sunchild, Al Crawford, Adrian Lachance, Colin Rain, and Jade Tutusis, who have pre-recorded the victory song for the U of A Convocation ceremonies. If you are able, please remain standing. Whatsoever things are true, a promise made here at the University of Alberta over 100 years ago. Today, we are gathered to celebrate this commitment to ourselves and to our community. We celebrate with all those who will leave here today with their degrees. May you continue to seek truth. May you continue to serve in our global home. May you continue to grow in wisdom and understanding. And may you continue to uphold the university's values of integrity, freedom, and the equality and dignity of all persons, to create a community filled with promise for the future and goodwill toward all. Please be seated. Welcome to the University of Alberta. My name is Peggy Garrity, and I have the great privilege of serving as Chancellor of the University of Alberta and conferring all of your degrees today. I'd like to acknowledge that the University of Alberta is located on Treaty 6 territory and the homelands of the Métis. In stating this, we must recognize our responsibility in working in relationship alongside First Nation and Métis people and their communities on our way forward, and in good relations in uplifting the whole people for the next 7 generations and the university for tomorrow. On behalf of the entire university community, I'm delighted to welcome you to this convocation. I know it's an exciting day for all of us. Graduates, we are very pleased that so many of your friends and family members could join us today to celebrate your degrees. As you participate in today's ceremony, you are walking in the footsteps of many generations of scholars. And each of the traditions you see on the stage and throughout the ceremony today have special meaning and significance. Today's formal procession to the stage, led by our Chief Marshal and the University Mace, originates in the procession of the Guild of Teachers. Such guilds in past centuries were dedicated to the pursuit of knowledge, just as our university is today. The many different academic gowns, hoods, and caps here on stage today reflect centuries of university tradition. As Chancellor, I wear our University of Alberta colors of green and gold. The different colors of your faculty hoods signify to everyone here and to our society the degree that you have earned. Your caps, those Oxford-style mortarboards with the sometimes annoying tassels, they are considered a symbol of the scholar's independence and freedom. These symbols and traditions remind us of our connections to the past, but seeing your faces today and conferring your degrees is all about the future, about your futures and the future you will create for our communities and the world. We will hear from a member of our Board of Governors and our University President. We'll also hear from Mr. Brian Paisley, who has accepted our invitation to receive an Honorary Doctorate of Letters, our university's highest honor. An honorary degree recognizes inspiring role models and leaders, celebrating extraordinary achievements or remarkable service to our society. And Brian, I'm so proud to be able to celebrate your honorary degree today. Following the presentation of the honorary degree, we will begin with the recognition of your degrees. One of our deans will present you on behalf of the faculties, and our president will guide you through your pledge to pursue the encouragement of learning and the public good. It will then be my great honor to admit you to your degrees and confer upon you all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities that come with being a university graduate. Then it'll be your turn to be up here on the stage with all of us. Each of you will cross the stage as your name is called. For everyone here, I know that that will be the most important part of today's ceremony. Your degree will actually be conferred as I congratulate you and we meet each other on the stage. So please stop for a moment and say hello, so I can offer my congratulations. That moment will bind you and the University of Alberta together for all time. President and Vice Chancellor Bill Flanagan and Board of Governors Representative Paul Whitaker join me here in recognizing your accomplishments today. We're also joined by Elder Betty Letendre, who is here today to extend a special recognition to Indigenous members of our learning community. Distinguished guests on the Convocation stage also include a number of community leaders and members of our Academy. I'm very pleased that deans and professors from our faculties of Graduate Studies and Research and Arts are here to congratulate each graduand as you cross the stage. We're all here to welcome you to the University of Alberta alumni family. I hope you enjoy the day, and I'd like to start by inviting greetings from our Board of Governors.
Eminent Chancellor Garrity, President Flanagan, distinguished guests, graduands, families, and friends. I'm very pleased to participate in this special day on behalf of the Board of Governors to bring the board's greetings and hearty congratulations. Today is a day of celebration when the entire university community, along with your families and friends, gathers to celebrate you, the graduating class of 2023. It's also a day to celebrate the university, which, by virtue of this marvelous milestone, has successfully provided you with the academic resources to support your engagement with issues and opportunities of 2023 and into the future. Collectively and cooperatively, you will be the generation that moves society forward in the arts, in the economy, in knowledge, discovery, and research. You've been changed over your years at the University of Alberta. The knowledge you've gained here will enable you to address society's issues, influence others, and shape our collective future. You're now the kind of citizen who will apply critical thought, share your knowledge, foster common understanding, and employ the skills you've gained here to better society in a competent, thoughtful, ethical, and engaged way, today, tomorrow, and from now on. Our heartfelt congratulations to you, your families, friends, and supporters. Be proud. Savor your successes. Enjoy today, and we wish you the very best for the future. Thank you.
It's now my pleasure to invite President and Vice Chancellor Bill Flanagan to address Convocation.
Well, welcome, everyone. It's wonderful to be here today with you on this spectacular summer day. And I also want to express a warm welcome to our honorary degree recipient, Mr. Brian Paisley, and our many guests in the audience, but most importantly, the graduating class of 2023. We are here today to celebrate you and your achievements. And today marks a milestone in your life's journey, one that has been filled with exploration and excitement. And what you've accomplished along this journey required dedication and perseverance. What were no doubt many countless late nights and some very early mornings. And along the way, you may have experienced a full spectrum of emotions, sometimes all at once. And at times, the journey may have seemed impossible. Yet, here we are. You've made it. And we can't forget that the added challenges that many of you faced during your time here. Many of you earned your degrees amid unprecedented global conditions, living through a pandemic and toggling between in-person and online learning. I want you to know that this did not go unnoticed. On behalf of the University of Alberta, I want to offer our profound appreciation to each and every one of you. And regardless of the many changes and challenges you encountered along your journey, you have always been quick to adapt, you have been resilient, and you've demonstrated your tenacity. And above all, you've come together as a community. And along with COVID, the university has undergone its own evolutionary journey during your time here, amid challenging economic circumstances and academic restructuring, seeing us forge new paths forward. There's still more work to be done, but I know that our university is prepared for the future, and the future is bright. We are in a strong position to continue to advance this remarkable university, which has grown and endured and cultivated knowledge and ideas since its founding in 1908. And through 115 years of change, our core mission has always remained the same: to build one of the world's great universities for the public good. And there are many universities in the world doing meaningful work, but only a handful are doing globally recognized research on such a comprehensive array of some of the largest challenges facing the world. Addressing climate change head-on, the University of Alberta is a global leader in developing net energy solutions for tomorrow. As one of the world's leading research institutions in artificial intelligence, we are harnessing the remarkable potential of AI to touch so many aspects of our lives, from improving human health and wellness to driving new efficiencies that will dramatically reduce energy consumption. And home to Canada's second Nobel Prize in Medicine, our health sciences are at the cutting edge in advancing the whole spectrum of human health and wellness. And as the Earth's population grows, our agricultural research is advancing global food security worldwide. And we are leading the way in advancing truth and reconciliation with a core commitment to recognize, honor, and incorporate Indigenous ways of knowing and knowledge in all that we do. And in the social sciences and the humanities, we are advancing and defending free and democratic societies committed to justice, equity, and opportunity for all, with a focus on reducing social disparities in Canada and worldwide. I am proud to say that the University of Alberta is among a small handful of global universities with the research and teaching strength to make world-changing contributions to each and every one of these significant challenges. We are leading with purpose in developing solutions for our planet and our society. And the impact of our university and our students is recognized on the global stage, such as the recent Times Higher Education Impact Ranking. This year's ranking is just out as of last week, and this is the only global performance measure that assesses universities against the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, including ending poverty, ending world hunger, climate action, and sustainable land use. As I say, the latest results are just in, and the University of Alberta continues to climb in this ranking, coming in 7th this year, 2nd in Canada. This is the impact our university is having around the world. And in last year's QS World Rankings, one of the most influential university rankings in the world, we moved up 16 spots in 1 year, and this is simply unheard of. This Alberta now ranks 110th out of more than 1,400 of the world's very best universities, placing us among the top 4 universities in Canada. These rankings reflect a deep commitment to our research and teaching excellence, whether in the classroom or the lab, to seek challenges, drive change, innovate, and collaborate. That's what it means to lead with purpose. And each of you here today has played a part in building that global reputation. But amid our many contributions, undoubtedly the greatest of our contributions is the remarkable talent of our graduates, represented by all of you here today, and all of the incredible things that you will continue to do along life's journey. You are the builders, thinkers, and leaders who will help find our way through the world's most challenging issues. You are the ones who will bring new energy and fresh thinking to the great debates and challenges of our times. We can't wait to learn about all of the amazing ways you will use your skills, knowledge, and curiosity to help change the world for better. We are enormously proud of you. So today, we celebrate your achievements and the bright futures to come, and wherever life's journey takes you next, please know that you will always have a home right here at the University of Alberta. Congratulations and thank you.
knowledge shall not be the concern of scholars alone. The uplifting of the whole people shall be its final goal.
They inspire us all with their brilliance, creative force, and fervent desire to make the world a better place.
I accept in the name of our poor people.
Dream your dreams. It is possible to have a new kind of world.
Those who receive an honorary degree from the University of Alberta set the highest standards of dedication and excellence for students and for society at large.
It is a good day to be you.
Remember who you are. Remember where you come from.
And while their backgrounds and fields of endeavor vary widely, all are exceptional.
Maybe it's best if I just speak from the heart.
I will remember you.
How lucky are you to be armed with one of the greatest educations in the world and to be living in this country at this very point in human history.
We face today a clash of ignorances.
You are who make the history. You are who create the future.
U of A honorary degree recipients embody the university's vision to inspire the human spirit through outstanding achievements in learning, discovery, and citizenship in a creative community.
Your generation will be called upon to balance what is now moving quickly to a tipping point.
I think we are now in the threshold of a new beginning.
It is a spirit that is building one of the world's great universities for the public good.
It is your attitude that will sustain you. It is not what happens to you, it is what you do with it.
Go out and not simply change the world, go out and save the world. That is what I would seek you to do.
Eminent Chancellor, my name is Robert Wood, and I'm the Dean for the Faculty of Arts. On behalf of the Senate of the University of Alberta, it is my privilege to introduce Brian Paisley for the honorary degree of Doctor of Letters, our institution's highest honor. Mr. Paisley is a screenwriter and producer who is best known as the founder of the Edmonton International Fringe Festival, which has grown from an audience of 7,500 to more than 500,000 visitors each year. In the process, he changed the culture of Whyte Avenue and placed Edmonton on the alternative theatre map. For anyone who has strolled Whyte Avenue's welcoming sidewalks, visited its vibrant retail shops and restaurants, or taken pleasure in one of its many live entertainment venues, it could be said they owe a debt of gratitude to Brian Paisley. In 1982, he seized an opportunity to strengthen Edmonton's independent and alternative community theatre. Using the Edinburgh Fringe as an example, and supported by a one-time municipal grant of $50,000, Mr. Paisley crafted a business and theatrical plan to create and incubate a fledgling independent theatre experience in the Whyte Avenue area. The first year had 5 venues, 45 shows, and sold 7,500 tickets. In each of the first 5 years, attendance doubled as audiences discovered this unique theatrical experience. Larger audiences in the Whyte Avenue area supported surrounding business owners, and streets were closed to pedestrian traffic and parking restrictions implemented. Each summer, the city hosts hundreds of visitors hundreds of visiting performers who seek the Edmonton International Fringe Festival to showcase their craft, and thousands of visitors eager to experience this world-class festival. White Avenue and the Old Strathcona area is now an artistic and financial hub of creative and cultural activity. Mr. Paisley served as festival producer for the first 10 years. Since then, the festival has continued to prosper, in large part because of the key operating principles he initiated. This administrative model has been used as a template for fringe festivals in cities across North America. These festivals align their schedules to create a fringe circuit, which allows performing artists to travel from city to city so they may showcase their creativity to various audiences. Today, we honor his vision and tireless efforts to establish the Edmonton International Fringe Festival. We recognize his contributions that have uplifted White Avenue, the Old Strathcona area, and the city. And we celebrate his artistic creativity and administrative originality that has transformed independent and alternative community-based theater in North America. Eminent Chancellor, with great pride and respect, I present Brian Paisley.
Brian Paisley, in recognition of enduring contributions to independent and alternative theater in North America, including the establishment of the Edmonton International Fringe Festival, I desire to confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Letters and to express the hope that we shall continue to be enriched by your wise counsel for many years to come. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you.
You'll take it. I wasn't expecting such a big house. Wow. Eminent Chancellor, President, Representative on the Board of Governors, graduates, friends, colleagues, family, it is a privilege and a pleasure to be here. Thank you to the University of Alberta for this wonderful honor. Thank you to my colleagues and friends who've taken time out from their busy schedules to participate in this honor. It is shared in spirit with so many people. And I'm doubly honored to be here today in the city where I spent the critical middle years of my life. In Edmonton, Alberta, a most unique and diverse northern metropolis, where I found the opportunity and the friendships and the community support to help transform an undeniably absurd idea into an annual tradition. Thank you as well to all the fringe teams over the years and into the future. The artists, management, boards, and volunteers. And of course, we're also here today to help celebrate the ceremonial passage of yet another crew of eager, talented young people as they set sail from the relatively safe harbor of academia into the harsher, storm-tossed realities of daily life as practitioners, scholars, and professional artists, where poverty, setbacks, and sacrifice are the norm, and success can often be a vague glow on a very distant horizon. Where I spend my time these days, near a long sandy surfing beach on the southern Pacific coast of Oaxaca, there's a rare and mysterious sunset phenomenon known as a green flash. Every evening, in calm, clear weather, locals and tourists alike line the beach to watch the sun go down. The evanescent green flash occurs over the last arc of the sun as it sinks beneath the horizon. It only manifests itself on very rare occasions and lasts just moments. If you take your eyes off the horizon for a moment, a mere second, you'll likely miss it. Some people who haven't been lucky enough to see a green flash say it's a trick of the eye, an optical illusion, a fanciful myth brought on by too much mezcal. Others with a more scientific bent suggest when such a flash happens, if it happens, the Earth's atmosphere is acting as both a lens and a prism. It's both an oceanic image and a strange final dispersion of sunlight. Success in the arts is a lot like a green flash. No matter how well your day and your career may be going, no matter how much you'd like it to happen, personal triumph is an unpredictable occurrence, often unrecognizable, and perhaps most heartbreaking of all, like the flash, it is always ephemeral. Yet, if success is so elusive, how does a working artist dispel the looming darkness of potential failure? Well, in my experience, there is a way, there are guidelines, signposts to success. Here's one. Be curious. Cultivate friendships. Seek out colleagues. Tolerate differences. Admire a unique approach. Right now, I'm working with a couple of young filmmakers, each with wildly different cinematic visions, but who are both committed to the stories they want to tell. Find people like that. Be open to their aesthetic vibes, their unique passions. They are you at another age, perhaps, in another environment, at another way station on their artistic journey. Perseverance is a key attribute for every sunset watcher and would-be artist. I'm sure you've learned that truism already. No committed artist I've met or worked with has lacked the tenacity to stick to their dream, no matter how far-fetched it may seem. Be tenacious. An artist is on a mission. There is always a way, and if there isn't, if imagination has failed you this time, well, there's always another dream to be conjured up. Now, perhaps the most essential signpost on this path to artistic and personal fulfillment is the one extolling you to be ready. Be ready to let inspiration and the muse overwhelm you, seduce you, spur you to action. Whether you aspire to be a writer, a filmmaker, an actor, a dancer, a designer, a musician, a painter, a potter, a poet, a historian, a scholar, whatever. Liminal artists will always suffer their share of disparaging comments or mediocre reviews. Yet those who will eventually break through to succeed in their chosen field are the ones who believe in their own talent and continue to hone their unique skills. No matter how you define it, as an imaginative leap, as insight, applause, further inspiration, or monetary reward, success in the arts is always possible. There is such a thing as a green flash. I've seen it. It's momentary, yes, it is, but it is also undeniable and real. And I know people who've seen it more than once. Be curious, be tenacious, be ready. And the D'Artagnan to these three arts musketeers, be kind, be as human as you can be. So, from this aging swashbuckler, a final gracias to all of you for your support, your kindness, and your generosity, along with my ultimate polonial pronouncements to the graduates of 2023, whether what you do is labeled fine arts or you serve under the broad banner of a liberal arts degree. This, above all, to live a life focused on the arts while retaining your equilibrium, your sanity, your heart, and your rent. You're going to have to learn to laugh a lot. Good luck.
Thank you so much, Brian, for those inspiring words. I think the best that we could wish for all of you is that you find your green flash, and at the same time you remember those signposts along the way. My favorite is be kind and learn to laugh. We need to do that every day and more. So thank you so much, Brian. I have one last thing for you to do, and that is we would like you to sign our University Honor Roll, which is to commemorate this day.
Oh, okay. This is all without rehearsal.
Yeah.
No.
Thank you, Brian, and that makes it official. You are now a member of the University of Alberta class of 2023. Welcome to the family. And now, graduates, it's your turn. As the name of each graduate is called across the stage, I will formally admit you to your degrees and we'll have an opportunity to congratulate you. On your journey across the stage, you will also walk past the University of Alberta ceremonial mace. It's sitting right over there. Centuries ago, the mace was a symbol of authority over life and death, and I assure you that is no longer the case, or I'm not going anywhere near it. Today, this mace represents the life-changing power of knowledge and the importance of our university and our graduates in our community. I look forward to meeting each and every one of you up here on the stage.
The candidates for degrees will please rise if you are able. Eminent Chancellor and President, on behalf of the faculty, I present to you these scholars and ask that they be pledged and admitted to the degrees to which they are entitled.
Now, to our graduates, when you respond to the pledge, let's raise the roof of the Jubilee. Do you promise faithfully to observe and loyally to maintain the statutes, customs, privileges, and liberties of this, your university? Do you solemnly promise to conduct yourself in all things loyally and faithfully to the honor of your university, the encouragement of learning, and the good of your country? Okay, I heard it rattle. Well done.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the legislature of the province, and with the consent of this university, I admit you to the degrees to which you are entitled, and invest you with all the powers, rights, and privileges pertaining to such degrees. I charge you to use them for the uplifting of the whole people, to inspire the human spirit, to serve your community for the public good, and to pursue more steadfastly whatsoever things are true. Please be seated.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Robert Wood and Professor Roger Epp, I present the following graduates for degrees in the Faculty of Arts and Faculty of Graduate Studies and Research. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Margot Rune Chalborn. Jennifer Lynn Quist. Larissa Nadia Sembaliak Chaladin. Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Master of Arts, Nelson Chiransong Dakura. Brandon Shallow Dirk Eggleston. Paul Joseph Hartman. Caitlin Virginia Healy. Thomas Brian Hoffman. Yumeng Hu. Mackenzie Michael Kiemer. Olesia Kochkina. Victoria Rose Kostinyuk. Wura O Ladipo Ajayi. Hannah Rachel McKay. Drew Elliott Malcolm. Victoria Lee Matika. Alexis Angela Heather Mitchell. Samantha Elise Papua. Victoria Lynn Peta. Charlie Andrew Peters. Zoe Louisa Sutherland Quinn. Riley Sampson. Avante Keith Williams.
It should be Madeline.
Madeline Ann Youngman. Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Master of Music, Mary Alice Conrad. Catherine Ann Daniel.
Natalie Minchuk Grundy.
Natalie Minchuk Prando. Sarah Lauren Rossi. A popular choice. Sarah Sufi Siavash.
Paulo Miguel Tobias Tablante.
Paulo Miguel Tobias Tablante. Andrew David Whiteside. Ka Yuk Yam.
So these and then Bella, nothing.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Robert Wood, I present the following graduates for degrees in the Faculty of Arts. Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours. Receiving today both her Bachelor of Arts and a research certificate in the arts, Bilan Ahmed Abdul Qadir with first class honours. Ashley Nicole Annette with first class honours. Receiving also a certificate in community engagement and service learning and a research certificate in arts, Amara Assad. Receiving also a certificate in translation studies, Nicole Aubin with first class honours. Also receiving a research certificate in arts, Alexandria Elizabeth Barrett with first class honours. Alyssa Ann Byrne with first class honours. Maddie Emily Dempsey. Kaylee Grace Dyer. Roisin Cecilia Barbara Graham with first class honours. Shilan Huang with first class honours. Also receiving a research certificate in arts, Soumya Kapoor with first class honours. Brooke Alem Kalala with first class honours. Gabrielle Kasich Libin with first class honours.
She also has a certificate in research.
Also receiving a certificate in research, Harnur Kochar with first class honours. Bik Korala with first class honours. Also receiving a research certificate in arts, Claire Marissa Kosowan with first class honours. Also receiving a research certificate in arts, Melissa Tiffany Lamb with first class honours. Receiving today a certificate in international learning, a certificate in interdisciplinary leadership studies, the recipient of a Duncan Alexander McGibbon Medal in Political Science, Haley Ann Lothheimer with first class honours. Jashan Mahal. Also receiving a certificate in international learning and a certificate in translation studies, Logan Patrick Mahoney with first class honours. Recipient of an honours medal in philosophy, Duncan Andrew McCallum with first class honours. Also receiving a research certificate in arts, Pooja Nayak with first class honours. Also receiving a research certificate in arts, Kaylin Elizabeth Poole with first class honours. Receiving a research certificate in arts and a certificate in community engagement and service learning, Nimra Saad Qureshi with first class honours. Also a recipient of a certificate in translation studies, Cody Lee Joel Ritter with first class honours. Tyler Daniel Ray Sison. Also receiving a research certificate in arts, Grace Corrine Seeley with first-class honors. Also receiving a certificate in applied social science research, Emily Sexton with first-class honors. Also receiving a research certificate in arts, Alyssa Elizabeth Shukalek with first-class honors. Recipient of a Samuel M. Strong Medal in Sociology, Karina Siu with first-class honors. Jordan John Joseph Sperling with first-class honors.
She's also got a CSL certificate.
Also a recipient of a CSL certificate, Skylar Nicole Thompson with first-class honors. Also a research certificate in arts recipient, Erica Rachel Taves with first-class honors. Eamon Martin Trofimuk with first-class honors. Recipient of a certificate in applied social science research and a certificate in arts, Claire Frances Wesel with first-class honors. Recipient of a research certificate in arts, Leah Rose Witchick with first-class honors. Also receiving a certificate in applied social science research, Jordan Wong with first-class honors. Matthew James Yip.
Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Yasmin Abdul. Xinchuang Cheng. Yamariam Ababayu. Rosa Kifle Abib. Megan Renee Abram. Natasha Fernanda Acosta. Jacqueline Joy Remy Adatia with distinction. Herman Wenderade Afawork with distinction. Herman is also receiving a certificate in peace and post-conflict studies. Catherine Marguerite Ulf. Also receiving a certificate in applied social science research, Kulsum Ahmed. Alexis Lorraine Alford. Mariama Abdurrashid Ali. Muhammad Ali Altaf. Leah Maria Alves. Chike Francis Ani. Asil Atya. Nayanika Banerjee Chowdhury with distinction. Ricky Kaur Bara. Jana Abtuhan Baldias with distinction. Monica Basili with distinction. Monica is also receiving a certificate in international learning. Chris Thomas Beasley. Tiger Ray Belrose. Ruth Henoch Bereket. Danit Kaur Boone with first-class honors. Receiving a certificate in European Studies, a certificate in International Learning, and a certificate in Translation Studies, Allegra Donatella Biasini with distinction. Emma Catherine Bischoff with distinction. Recipient of a Douglas E. Smith Gold Medal in Arts, and also receiving a certificate in International Learning, Victoria Elizabeth Blair with distinction. Receiving a certificate in International Learning, Gurpreet Kaur Bolina. Radia Bongso. Shayla Noel Breen. Connor Gary Michael Brennan. And
at this point, we would like to say
congratulations
to our son, Liam
Kenneth Brown.
Come here, Liam.
Because that doesn't happen every day. Hannah Jane Bryan. Ali Shahan Butt with distinction. Evan Reed Calverley. Carmen Carrot. Receiving a certificate in International Learning, Celine Marie Caruso Dixon with distinction. Alina Rizvan Charania. NG Chi with distinction. Nader Chahayev with distinction. Nathan Matthew Kichito with distinction. Camille Kelsey Conlon. Receiving a certificate in Applied Social Science Research and a certificate in International Learning, Kira Delaney Conroy. Sawyer DJ Grace Crosby with distinction. Shaina Simrin Sear. Claire Margaret Daly. Lucky Bo Daniels. Noah Christian Danik Purcell. Ahmed Daoud with distinction. Linda Deborah. Marianne Therese Decor with distinction. Jaylene Emily Deeb. Also receiving a certificate in Community Engagement and Service Learning, Matthew Noah Del Deegan. Brandon Sill Douglas Durr. Destiny Faith Desjarlais. Anton Ma Francesca Dimakulangnan. Diana Dostiar. Kate Doucette. Ava Scarlet Dragon with distinction. Also receiving a certificate in community engagement and service learning, Calliope Draper with distinction. Melanie Anna Marie Drebit with distinction. Also receiving a certificate in globalization and governance and a certificate in global citizenship, Mataya Blanca Dagonic. Also receiving a certificate in peace and post-conflict studies, Victoria Deborah Ann Dunkley. Dante Michael Dunlap. Also receiving a certificate in international learning, Jade Amber Eckel with distinction. Sabrina El Abri. Jessie Megan Page Curry. Jasmine Emma Elisa with distinction. Jana El Salhi with distinction. Mara Ensela. Irene Falade. Kristen Angela Farmer with distinction. Muntaha Fatima with distinction. William David Feth. Cecilia Rose Fillinger. Caitlin Michelle Fisher. Fenya Erin Fitzpatrick with distinction. Patrick Ferlin Raphael Flett. Emmy Jade Fontaine. Maria Vanessa Joy Romolo Galiza. Vince Patrick Cortez Gamboa with distinction. Also receiving a certificate in community engagement and service learning, Ian Isaiah Garcia. Cantica Chintana Gasperes with distinction. Sophia Marie Gavanchuk with distinction. Nate Patrick Donald Gerhardt. Also receiving a certificate in applied social science research, Christian Ed Ross Adriano Gilera. Emily Miyoko Gleave Higa. Caleb Alexander Gobert. Tyler Ryan Godwin with distinction. Also receiving a certificate in translation studies, Morgan Afton Ernest Graham. Parminder Singh Grewal. Angela Niarai Gutta. Stephen Connor Haig. Ethan Timothy Haight with distinction. Brooke Eileen Hamister. Ashley Jean Hamilton. Also receiving a certificate in international learning, Claire Elizabeth Hamilton. Daniela Harb. Danielle Francis Hennessy. Receiving a certificate in sustainability and a certificate in applied social science research, Taylor Elizabeth Henry. Paulo Buencamino Herrera Lim with distinction. Also receiving a research certificate in arts, Haley Maxine Hines with distinction. Kim Gia Huang. Isaac Henry Hole. Also receiving a certificate in international learning, Bridget Christine Hornebrook. Also receiving a certificate in applied social science research, Hannah Grace Houghton. Brett Nicholas Rudy. Also receiving a certificate in applied social science research, Fiza Hussein with distinction. Ye Ji Huang. Nadira Abdul Qadir Igal. Also receiving a certificate in international learning, Minju Im. Ariba Ismail with distinction. Eva Isawi with distinction. Evangeline Jana Ives. Also receiving a certificate in applied social science research, Caitlin Quinn Jaffrey. Carl Vincent Youngert. Siegfried Joseph Kahama with distinction. Mariavian Varki Kalapurela with distinction. Nick Alexander Kalinchak. Ria Carr. Shurior Ke. Rachel Jean Elizabeth Kermack. Lachlan Thomas Kerr with distinction. Mohsin Ali Khan. Mani Kera. Daniel Kim. Sophia Siljin Kim. Sampati Kohli. Larissa Melania Kolodi with distinction. Beverly Ann Kong. Olivia Lizanne Kornhauser with distinction. Vasily Peter Korodamas. Also receiving a certificate in ethics, Evelina Kutsapoulou. Also receiving a certificate in sustainability, Carly Jane Kutnikov. Eunice Lacerna. Wei Lai. Jacqueline Lam. Anthony Le Duel. Cassandra Lee with distinction. Soyoung Lee. Also receiving a certificate in computer game development, Victoria Lee with distinction. Chris Legg with distinction. Jinghan Lee. Yanyangsi Liang with distinction. Also receiving a certificate in globalization and governance, Daniel Jeffrey Lincoln with distinction. Sophie Jean Lorimer with distinction. Pinren Lu with distinction. Also receiving a certificate in applied social science research, Vanessa Lu. Patrick Alexander Lepawi with distinction. Xiaowei Ma. Jared Brian McLean with distinction. Also receiving a certificate in applied social science research, Cheryl Makoso. Jennifer Madagar. Niveda Malalayan. Ru Manyanga. Kimia Mashudi. Rachel Ann McCammond. Jenna Lee McConkey. Marissa S. McLaughlin. Daniela Maria Medina. Brandon Mitchell Sterling Merkley with distinction. Dylan Wyatt Mildenberger. Maria Cecilia Miller with distinction. Also receiving a certificate in ethics, Paige Ellen Miller with distinction. Tiffany Min with distinction. Also receiving a certificate in applied social science research, Alexis Sophia Mintak. Ummema Sakib Mirza. Jacob Ethan Mogg with distinction. Also receiving a certificate in applied social science research, Aya Mohammed. Benjamin Scott Moncrief with distinction. Bobby Rosemary Sarah Montgomery. Jesus Morales Garcia with distinction. Chad David Motorshed with distinction. Also receiving a certificate in international learning, Nicole Nokuthaba Moyo. Also receiving a certificate in translation studies, Gideon Alexander Murray with distinction. Urisha Nuvid. Tiffany Nguyen with distinction. Vinoktan Nguyen. Larissa Nichols. Rebecca Marie Nicol. Israel Felipe Nobre de Melo Rocha. Tabore Onokome Okome. Gary Onedjalem. Everett James Ornero. Hallie Jordan Oswald. Cindy Au. Maria Anna Lubomira Ovcharenko with distinction. Jordan Brianna Palmer with distinction. The degree of Bachelor of Arts is posthumously granted to Jaspreet Singh Pandher and is accepted on his behalf by his brother, Armandeep Pandher. The recipient of a Faculty of Arts Outstanding Leadership Medal, Stephanie Otianeno, with distinction. Receiving a certificate in Sexuality Studies, Maya Elizabeth Yohani Parkins, with distinction. Zarvan Parvez Patel. Nathan Adam Penny with distinction. Nathini Thiara Pereira. Erin Carey Perrier with distinction. Emma Noel Perry with distinction. Michael Gary Pittman. Also receiving a certificate in community engagement and service learning, Megan Ann Pozluzny. Caitlin Denise Power. Natalie Denise Purdon. Alina Kasim with distinction. Cassie Marie Kenville. Samuel McCarthy Quist. Syed Nosher Rahman. Maya Elena Reyes with distinction. Also receiving a certificate in Applied Social Science Research, Hannah Joan Riddell. Angel Antonio Radaz Reynosa. Chelsea Elizabeth Rowe. Amelia Margaret Eve Sison. Jenna Samia Salama. Nina Salarda. Trevor Alexander Salazin. Sorush Samavat. Jezik David Siddons Bannigan Sanders with distinction. Jagnur Singh Sandhu with distinction. Kinzian Sarosh.
Last name Schweitzer.
Annika Marie Schweitzer. Matthew James Scott.
Jazreen Kaur Sekon with distinction. Abigail Salis Senares. Ijun Shah. Nimra Sheikh. Hanle Shao. Ananya Sharma. Hunar Kaur Sidhu. Reese Parker Ivan Simono with distinction. Cheyenne Thomas Matthew Simpson. Shonasi Letitia Marie Spence. Tamina Sultani. This degree of Bachelor of Arts is posthumously granted to Holly Angeline Sundquist and is accepted on her behalf by her brothers Pierce and Callum Sundquist. Kathleen Marie Sunderland. Amira Ali Sayed with distinction.
Thank you very much. Mira Isabel Shudek. Thank you so much.
Mira Isabel Shudek.
Aya Khalid Tarabain.
Also receiving today a certificate in community engagement and service learning, Aya Khalid Tarabain. Nadia Taraninko. Sophie Yingshu Taylor. Stacy Leanne May Toulon. Also receiving a certificate in translation studies, Tyler Thompson. Fan Yu Tian. Daniel Felipe Tirano Ribeiro with distinction. Savina Kar Tiwana with distinction. Adam Kenneth Trudell. Rosanna Tsang. Fallon Jane Rose Wadalius with distinction. Grace Wangui Wenena.
This is Helena Warwa.
Alexa Helena Warwara with distinction.
John.
John Timothy Wild with distinction. Sarah K. Addison Willie. Alyssa Wong. Ruchen Chia with distinction. Lynette Rosemary Yambao with distinction. Angel Yang with distinction. Rachel Marion Yates. Jada Diane Yoxall with distinction. Catherine Jade Yum with distinction. Jingyi Zhang. Loren Zhu.
Victoria Scarlett Ziegler.
Victoria Scarlett Ziegler.
Chamal Zavali.
Chamal Zivali with distinction.
Zubrig. Thank you so much.
Cassidy Taylor Zubrig with distinction.
And just as it's written. Hello. Well, thank you.
Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Bachelor of Music, Shavana Shan Xian Aoyang.
Birthday.
Daniel Kale Burde with distinction.
Naomi.
Naomi Chan with distinction. Sabina April Fassbender with distinction. Sydney Dawn Flashy.
Mrs. Kuchar and Mrs.
Asha Gwendolyn Kuchar Johnson. Beatrice Lim with distinction. Brittany Elena Mack. Danny Rayanne McAfee with distinction. Olivia Susan Marie Menard with distinction.
Thanks, Diana.
Carmen Danielle Rempel.
His first name, Diana. Hello. Thank you. Clarence.
Diana Louise Rockwell with distinction.
Clarence. First name. Hello.
Clarence Kristen Mojica Santiago with distinction. Haley Ann Spector. Brianna Quinn Strickland with distinction. Cassandra Noel Vandermeer.
Last name Waller. Hello. Thanks so much. Alicia.
Boris Alexander Walla with distinction.
His name is Elishka. Hello. Thank you so much.
Elishka Wall.
This is en español. Hello.
Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Criminology, Raven Ann Alvarado Alballero.
This is Akanak.
Isabel Cecile Akanak with distinction.
En español, Angelica. Thank you.
Angelica Guzman Apollonio.
Arndt. Thank you very much.
Hannah Grace Arndt with distinction.
Athena Margarita Arnieri.
Athena Margarita Arnieri with distinction.
Français Auger.
Also receiving today a certificate in Applied Social Science Research and a certificate in Community Engagement and Service Learning, Emily Alexandra Auger with distinction.
This is Tanel Barnes. Hello.
Fantasia Tanel Barnes with distinction.
Burkett. Last name.
Receiving also a certificate in Ethics, Josh Drew Burkett.
Birkin.
Ethan Robert Paul Birkin.
Casey Chow.
Casey Chow with distinction.
Français.
Julie Cormier with distinction.
Inara Ashif Kanji.
Inara Arshif Kanji.
Amal Kassim.
Amel Kasim.
Riley Cheyenne.
Riley Cheyenne, that is, Kelly with distinction.
Georgia Finda Kurfin. Excellent. Thanks, Jasmine. Appreciate it.
Georgia Finda Korfe.
Jasmine Kular.
Jasvin Kular with distinction.
Hello.
Evan Lynn. Kuzi Anastasia Manyonga.
Kate Lauren Mullengraff.
Kate Lauren Mollengraff with distinction. Victoria Lynn Montgomery with distinction.
Okay. Kisia Charles Mukitola.
Receiving also today a certificate in applied social science research. Kisia Muthtuthot Atil with distinction.
Majeda.
Majeda Marcia Caitlin Nelson with distinction. Majeda is also receiving today a certificate in ethics. Cassandra Marie Olson. Brian Eduardo Ortiz. Also receiving a certificate in applied social science research, Adrielle Randine Regier.
Damon.
Damon Allen Rutledge with distinction. Simran Kaur Sandhu with distinction.
Vanessa Tinyon Shupli.
Vanessa Tinyong Shupli. Iman Somji with distinction.
Last name is Sitch.
Brittany Betty Lynn Sitch.
Jana Carey Valerio.
Jana Kerry Valerio with distinction.
Nicole Weeby.
And Nuhad Nicole Wiebe with distinction.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty, I present to you the remaining scholars whose names appear in the Convocation program, but who are not in attendance.
Well, graduates, you made it. Congratulations. And to family and friends in the audience, I think this moment merits a standing ovation. So please join me in congratulating our graduates. You've got a lot of fans out there. Now, to our graduates, I think there is another group in the auditorium that also merits a standing ovation, and that is your family and friends who sustained you through this journey. So please stand and turn around and express your thanks. And now it's time to turn our attention to the final part of today's ceremony. And before you are formally welcomed into the University of Alberta Alumni Association, I invite you to watch the screens for the presentation of a special video montage. And the song that accompanies the video, Je te retrouve, or I Remember You, was commissioned by Campus Saint-Jean in 2008 in honor of the university's centenary. I think it captures the potential of days spent at the university and hopefully will spark many of your own memories of your years here. And this song is also a display of many of U of A's talents. It was composed by Professor Emeritus and honorary degree recipient, Dr. France Levessa-Ouimet, and was arranged by U of A alumnus, Dr. Alan Bevan. And the recording is performed by Chorale Saint-Jean under the direction of Laurier Fagnon, who's on our stage today. And I have to say, this is one of my favorite parts of the ceremony. This is a beautiful video. It never fails to bring a tear to my eye. I think you're going to love it. Thank you.
Eminent Chancellor, thank you, merci. To the graduating class of 2023, you have shown incredible resiliency, drive, and determination to be here today. Congratulations and welcome. My name is Joanne Fodchuk, and I graduated from the University of Alberta in 2004 from the Faculty of Rehabilitation Medicine. It is my honor to congratulate you on becoming a U of A alumnus and to officially welcome you to our alumni family. We are more than 300,000 strong, living in some 140 countries around the world. We are a supportive, proud, diverse, global network, collectively making extraordinary contributions to the alumni community, the university, and for the public good. Together, we are change makers, community builders, world shapers. Throughout the history of the university, our world has faced many challenges. But when we stand together, we generate the solutions that make us healthier, safer, strong, and more just. We will always be seeking, always be challenging, and most of all, always be leading. Like our university, our alumni lead with purpose. Félicitations et bonne chance. Congratulations and best wishes in your future adventures.
In closing, I'd like to offer a few words of thanks to Dr. Brian Paisley. Thank you once again for sharing your story and your wisdom with our university family. You are an inspiring example of leadership, service, and accomplishment. In accepting this honorary degree, you bring great honor to the University of Alberta. Thank you so much, Brian. I also wish to thank our talented vocalist, Catherine Daniel. That was just such a stunning rendition of O Canada, and it was great to congratulate her on her degree as well. Thank you, Catherine. And also to our outstanding Convocation band under the direction of Dr. Thomas Dust. Thank you so much. I also want to acknowledge the hard work of the staff of the Office of the Registrar and the Office of the Senate for their organization of today's convocation. As you can imagine, there is a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes, and I'd like you to join me in giving them a very special thank you. I'm pleased to invite everyone to join us out in the lobby. Please stay and extend your congratulations to friends and family, and remember this day. Finally, to our graduates, congratulations for all you have accomplished leading up to the conferral of your degree. Your convocation today symbolizes what we can achieve together, how we can uplift the whole people, how we can continue to explore, and more important than ever, how we can steadfastly pursue the truth. All of that is possible when we unleash the creativity, energy, ideas, and compassion of the students who are graduating today and will lead the way for tomorrow. It truly is a gift for me as Chancellor to stand here today and look out at all of you on such an exciting day. It brings such an amazing feeling of hope. I see those sparks of excitement and determination that each of you brings, and it inspires me to believe that the future is definitely in good hands. I hope you feel incredibly proud of what you have accomplished in your years at our university. You've spent hours, months, and years listening and learning, digging into complex issues and topics, thinking critically about some of the most pressing issues of our time, sharing time with friends and colleagues, and preparing for wherever your journey will take you. In turn, we are incredibly proud of you, our newest graduates. You inspire us and bring us hope for the future. Whatever path you choose, I encourage you above all else to understand you can make a positive difference in our world, and we're all counting on you to do that. And I can assure you that the University of Alberta will be here cheering you on from the sidelines as each of you pursues your next hopes and dreams. Congratulations once again. Enjoy the celebration.
For exit music, please. Thank you.